I saw someone on like Spanish Twitter or something, or like German Twitter, be like, it seems like he had a good relationship with everyone but his wife. Like, truly, like he had a fairly good relationship with everyone, including people who despise him, like myself.
There's no clips of him having like a moment with his wife.
Soft moment.
Like, yeah, I mean, she's a true performer, and not in a good way.
No.
That clip of her where she's like, "All right, y'all, great dance routines at my husband's funeral," and then she like remembers that it's supposed to be sad. Yeah. She's like, "And also my kids are definitely crying, but we sold so much merchandise."
Yeah. Isn't it wonderful how much merch we sold?
She's awesome.
Also, she she does put the accent on too, because like she's like lived in Czechoslovakia or some shit.
Yeah,
like, she's not. She is like. She had like a True World like reality TV show thing that he tried to do with her boyfriend.
Amazing Race.
Or Amazing Race.
She tried to get an Amazing Race, yeah.
Yeah. She's done it all.
I mean, she's sort of like a Gretchen Carlson type person too, because she was like a PhD. Gretchen Carlson was, what show? She was on like,
She lived in Chongqing, China.
Yeah. No, Gretchen Carlson, the Fox News host, she like went to Princeton and shit. She like grew up in a very like rich suburb in Minnesota, and she like, but you just pretend to be just like this yokel.
Like, yeah, I hate that.
And Erika Kirk, yeah, isn't she? She's
it's the same with the Kennedy from Louisiana. It's like, you're a Rhodes Scholar. You're a Rhodes Scholar.
He's so funny.
Oh yeah, I got colloquialisms for days.
He was just like some dickhead. Like, he was a Democrat. He was like an urbane Democrat, and then he's like, all right, I see which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah.
Who remembers lynchings? I do. And
yeah, it's like you sound like the old from Family Guy for no reason. Like, again, this is a Rhodes Scholar, okay? Like, we know he has read books. He's putting on a show whenever he's like, all right, y'all.
He's probably... Oh my God, he's probably gotten into, like, epistolary arguments over Faulkner novels.
Yes.
He's probably like spent like a 6-month back and forth like letter writing argument.
You know his ass was all up in that Oxford Union. Like he was doing debates, and he did not sound like Herbert the pervert when he was doing that.
Dude, to start sounding like that when you're like 52.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there is like, I was thinking about this the other day. Why the greatest advantage to being a man, it is like the type of social transition you're allowed as a man.
Yeah.
That you can always become a different type of person.
Well, Erika Kirk.
And no one will say anything.
Erika Kirk was able to do that too,
but like not really. You know what I mean? Like not really. No one really buys it.
Yeah,
No one is into it. No one likes Erika Kirk. With John Kennedy, people knew John Kennedy his entire life. They were like, oh my God, John, I was just thinking about you. There's a new translation of Proust out. And he's like, who the hell is Proust? I've certainly never studied him or written my master's thesis on him. I'm going to the seed store and then I'm going to shoot a crocodile.
I'm illiterate.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read or write.
I've never seen a letter. And they're like, okay, have a good day, John.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I guess he changed.
He has a British accent after behind closed doors. He's like, yes. Indubitably.
He probably, when the doors close and the camera's off, he probably dresses and acts like Lois Griffin's dad, like Carter Peter Schmidt. No, but you're allowed to. All those Rogan guys, like it's I talked the Elephant Graveyard video. We talked about it too, like the transitioning into your new guy.
Yeah,
like what Mark Zuckerberg did.
Well, they all go Dominican, which is cool, and I like that.
I'm a Dick Zuckerberg fan. You know,
Dick Zuckerberg.
I love him. I really wish that Elon fought him.
Yeah, look at this. Was this man's wife the only person he didn't have a normal relationship with? I saw it in German Twitter too.
Very true. It's a very good observation.
Yeah. Also, let's talk about the real wifey, my queen. Yeah. My queen.
So what possessed her to go in this direction, like the YA direction?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this proves that she's just like genuinely mentally ill.
Yeah,
and also not very smart.
She's like, a legitimate crazy person.
Because if there was a better balance of like if she was grifting and she was a little bit more intelligent, she would know not to do this.
Right. The most salacious angle to take is like Erika killed him. Like, just keep hitting on that. Like he was betrayed by TPUSA. This shit where
Erika Kirk killed him alongside Israel is the perfect conspiracy. but she had to tie it back to like herself somehow. Because like crazy people like this always have to be the center of the story. And then it was like Brigitte Macron. Brace's gender fluid Brigitte.
I called her a passoid.
Oh yeah, passoid.
It's a famous passoid.
Yeah,
but it like she's going so YA with it. Like they were both the chosen ones, and then this Erika chick got in the way.
Yeah, it's just like I know for a fact this is like what she's saying. She must believe.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
because it's embarrassing.
And they did, like, to her credit, there was a text where Charlie's like, you know, who knows what he was going for here? But he goes, sometimes I feel like I'm a time traveler. And I don't think he meant that literally.
Yeah, he was trying to fuck you.
Right, he was trying to fuck
like,
her.
He had never met a woman. He had never met a woman like you, Candace.
Right. Or he was just like, we're the world's first, like, you're the first, like, hag for a heterosexual. You know what I mean? Like, that, I don't know. He didn't know that term, but he was like, whatever that is, you're that for me. But he wasn't serious. But because she's crazy, she's like, oh my God, he told me. It was right in front of me.
Yeah. And now, but, like, I will give her credit for, well, one, I love that, like, she just destroyed single-handedly the perfect opportunity for the Republicans to, like...
They thought it was going to be, like... They thought it was just like, it was going to be Reagan for the next 20 years, and she just like...
Like, we're going to have photos of Charlie Kirk like Saddam Hussein in every classroom, you know what I mean? Nope.
They thought they were going to get like 20 billion people fired, and she just turns it into a spectacle about how Charlie, like, was an X-Man, basically.
Luckily, she didn't do that initially, though. That's why I'm saying, like, she slow-rolled the insanity. So, when she came out of the gate swinging, she, like... exhausted how not exhausted, but like she exploited how like unconvincing the main narrative was, so that like everyone it was maximum impact because of Israel. Everyone was like, oh, this seems like this is definitely it. And then Benjamin Netanyahu came out and did like those 4 videos where he's like, we did not kill Charlie Kirk, we would never do that, it's a school ground, we would have killed all the children if it was us.
We would have never sent a sniper. It would have been an aerial attack.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that is the thing. That is like the thing about successful crazy people. Yeah. And by successful crazy people, I mean crazy people who get other like not as crazy people to go along with them. There's always like a bit of like truth seeming stuff in there, or they string you along with something that seems legit. Everyone in this world who is like a content creator of any type, they have gotten DMs where you think you have something, you think you have like a scoop, you know? Someone's like, hey, I've got the inside line on, you know, the DNC, right? And they tell you one thing that seems like kind of, oh, there's this thing about this contractor that's kind of weird, and then they're like, and anyway, I could tell because the secretary of the DNC who got me committed to the mental hospital has been showing up in my dreams. And you're like, okay, I get it. Lunatic, I'll see ya.
You got us in the first half.
Yeah.
Candace, luckily, like it was perfect. Like it was the perfect planet alignment where right place, right time, right amount of crazy, uses the existing enmity towards Israel to just single-handedly reframe the narrative.
If she had started out with like
astral projection, it would not have worked.
If she had started out with like, me and Charlie, we used to do mental airdrops to each other. People have been like, okay, go away, you lunatic. But she's a lifelong crazy. So she knows what she's doing.
You think Erika's also trying to do the same thing now? Look, because Erika confirms Candace's claim that lights would flicker when Charlie was around is a total frequency thing.
What the hell? What? Do you think she's just like? Do you think that's like guilt?
She's gonna start doing if I did it. Like, just to lean into the grip, she's like, well, a lot of people want to see this, seemingly. Candace is doing great with her numbers.
That's kind of what I think.
What if I killed Charlie?
Dude, that is kind of what I think, is that she's like, okay, like, obviously, if someone says all this crazy shit about your husband and implies that you did it, you have to be mad at them. But my numbers are shit. Hers are better than mine. Yeah. I need to, like, go along with this the best I can.
Well, let's see what Candace's, like, new meta is. Because she went from Israel, then she went to France, and she was like, you know who the real Jews are? The French. Which was awesome. That was awesome. No, she literally was like, well, you know, the FBI was created by the French.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you missed out on big chunks of this. I'm
behind on Candace.
I was following along I would tune in to her live broadcast.
I am very behind on Candace.
Yeah. So let's see what she's at now. Where she's at now.
Charlie and I spoke a lot about his third eye. That's why that sentence caught my attention in the article. He spoke about the street lamps that would go off when he would run, about the special school that he had to go to.
Where there was a bald guy, but he could levitate. He was handicapped, but he could levitate. The bald guy could. And then there was a Holocaust survivor who was his best friend. But of course, we don't believe the Holocaust at the Candace Owens show. The official position of the Candace Owens show is that it didn't happen. But if it did, then it was good that it happened, and more should happen. And the Holocaust guy could you know, bend spoons. What the? Charlie Kirk was an X-Man? Oh my God.
About a lot of the things that were strange in our childhood, the testing that both of us had to endure. Spoke about the fact that we could both astral project. You know all of this, of course. You have his phone. And how surprised we were when we learned that not everybody does that naturally. Sleep paralysis, you name it. We had conversations about it.
Charlie...
I would love to hear her, like,
No, you missed this. She said Charlie Kirk went to X-Men School for the Gifted.
In Lake Forest, Illinois?
No, like
there.
Okay, no, listen again.
Charlie and I spoke a lot about his third eye. That's why that sentence caught my attention in the article. He spoke about the street lamps that would go off when he would run, about the special school that he had to go to. He spoke about a lot of the things that were strange in our childhood, the testing that both of us had to endure.
She's saying he went to Xavier's School for the Gifted.
And again,
Professor Charles Xavier.
We talked about this on the show. Imagine you're like a mutant who has electricity powers, and you're like, okay, what am I gonna do with this amazing ability?
Foster Freeze, please give me $100 million so I can convince old people that I'm actually convincing young people about conservatism.
I have a 1 in a billion power. Who know? I have not even scratched the surface of what I can do. I can manipulate electromagnetic fields. Maybe I can train this power. If I did, it would put me on this unprecedented level, this unprecedented human level. Maybe I'm the next step in human evolution. I'm leapfrogging 20 trillion years. What should I do? Okay, get rid of the death tax. Like, what? That's your thing?
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's my life's mission.
If you had the powers of Dr. Manhattan, and you're like, okay, my lane is politics, but what I care about is Obama's hip-hop barbecue. I didn't like it. Are you going to use your powers in politics? Absolutely not.
No, we're going to use it on Obama's hip-hop barbecue.
Yeah, we're gonna do this fair and square, okay? I'm not using my amazing abilities.
Dude, remember when they did the diaper thing? That's what he was using his power for. To wear a diaper on a college campus.
Yeah.
To make fun of, to own the libs.
Yeah, you don't think at some point he would have used his electricity power like during a debate?
Yeah.
Like what if he was debating?
He would have used it against Cenk when he got up on...
my God.
I live like a capitalist every day, every single day, Cenk.
If I was him...
He would have lasered him right there.
Oh my... Cenk is lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
But if I was him, you know what I would do is I would have one of those like debates from the God Is Not Dead movies where they're like, okay, for the first time ever, we're having a religious guy debate an atheist. It's never been done before. And Charlie would obviously be the God guy. And the atheist would go, if God's real, how come he won't turn that light off? And then if I was Charlie, I would start Naruto running. Turn off the lights off. That, like, how come he didn't do that? He could have saved 1 trillion souls, but he didn't. Why?
But turns out Erika Kirk is confirming it, so.
We signed for you to know that Charlie's with you in something. When we first started dating, we were walking to dinner one night, and this happened a lot. The lights would start to flicker. And he'd look up at the light and be like, you know, it's so weird, this happens to me a lot. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So our whole dating and whole marriage, anytime we'd be
By the way,
around,
I've never told you, but my husband was an electricity guy.
Yeah.
You know the show The Boys? He was kind of like, what's her name?
Also, it's like a meme almost where
what are you talking about?
it's literally the worst version of this power. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so. My power is so awesome. I flicker lights on and off.
Could you imagine how annoying it would be to like be roommates with him when you were like 19? Like you're trying to play Madden.
And he walks in.
He just it's like, Charlie, slow down. You know you turn off the lights when you go too fast.
Yeah.
Oh my, he probably got kicked out of every gym he ever belonged to.
He was in good shape.
Maybe that's what he used his power for.
Yeah.
He would go to Equinox, and to prevent gay guys from having sex, he would run by the sauna.
I like that in your headcanon, the only way he can turn the lights off is if he's running.
Yeah.
He has to get a certain speed going, otherwise he can't flicker the lights.
Well, Erika, who's a liar, said, "Oh, it happened when he walked by every time." It doesn't make any sense. Candace, who's an expert, said when he would run.
Yes.
No, he had to achieve a certain speed. Oh my god! Like he was probably. No, students of the X-Men comic books know this. This is made. It doesn't make sense to have a guy who just every time he walks by lights. Okay, when did that start? Obviously not when he was born, or else he would have f***ed up the entire house. He would be dead.
Yeah.
But if he runs, you would like that makes way more sense.
First time he ran, he probably ran outdoors. Like they didn't figure it out until like later in his life, at nighttime.
Oh, think how cool it must have been. He probably figured it out when he was a little kid and he would chase the ice cream truck. But when he got within like 15 meters of it, like the engine just shuts off. I can't wait till they give me a bunch of money to make the Charlie Kirk movie. And that's like one of the first scenes. Erika's, by the way, obviously the villain of the movie. I will be having Erika played by Sir Ben Kingsley. No makeup. No, it's just going to be Ben Kingsley. And he's going to be like, "I'm Erika Kirk."
Oh, he's not even doing an accent.
No, he's not doing an accent at all. "I'm Erika Kirk. I've given birth to our 3 beautiful children. I want to harness my husband's electricity powers for my own evil needs."
Like, or he would just look at me and wink. It was like our little thing. His power.
No, it wasn't your Candace.
It's a total frequency thing.
He's trying to steal Candace's shit.
Literally trying to steal her thunder.
Which is trying to, but you know what's funny about it is that even when she's talking about the light flicking, like they say, Erika confirms Candace's claim. No one even wants it to be her thing.
Yeah, no, it is. But it is. Because, Erika, you were second to it. Why didn't you bring this up before, Erika?
Yeah.
It's just, like, this is such, like, third grader shit.
So
you have the alpha liar in the class, Candace. And then Mr. Me Too.
The night everything happened when we were in Utah, I was in a hotel room by myself, in the bedroom portion by myself. And the bathroom light was on, and it just was a strobe light all night, just and I was like, part of me couldn't sleep because it was a strobe light. The other part of me couldn't sleep because of how just my world has just crumbled, and the other part of me couldn't sleep because I was like, baby, I feel you. I know you're here.
Mm-hmm. What can you say?
Brother. Oh my god.
Charlie, if you can hear us, we're sorry, man. That sucks. I feel bad for anyone this happens to.
No, but like Candace is carrying the flame though.
Right. That's what I mean. It's not embarrassing to necessarily be lied about. Like if I died and like Amber,
I'll be your Candace Owens.
You, Amber, any of you were like, every time Felix was around,
I just see vape clouds when I walk around, and I know Felix is there with me in spirit.
When Felix would do planks, every Nintendo Switch around him would turn off because he hated Nintendo. He hated their policy towards IP, but it would only happen when he did planks.
Yeah.
And
he could do them for a really long time. He could do it for hours.
He'd do it for hours, and he would do that when Nintendo was announcing a new thing because he wanted to sabotage them.
Yeah. And
the night he died, I was trying to play my Switch, trying to get my mind off it, and it just melted in my hands.
And I just knew in that moment.
I knew he was there.
I knew it.
But no, so like getting lied about is not like, again, like if people like after I died, they're like he had electricity powers. He could pick up a bag of Delta 8 and he could turn it into just 150 blue 30 milligram oxycodone
Yeah.
With the M on it. I'd be like, I'd be in purgatory probably. I think I'm a purgatory type of guy. I'm too fun-loving.
It's just if
to
you
go
had,
to one of the two immediately. But I would be like, thumbs up. But if someone was doing the stuff Erika is doing, I would be having a terrible time in purgatory. I would feel so sad.
If Charlie had better powers, he wouldn't have died. By the way, like if he had like not light flickering powers, but something different, like he would be alive right now.
Well, how
kind of up.
we haven't heard anything about the trial. Do you think Tyler Robinson maybe used like silver bullets or something?
Yeah,
or like
to take
antimatter
to take him out. Yeah,
he had an antimatter railgun.
Well, Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson, who's actually Erika Kirk, her looper.
Tyler Robinson did kind of look like Charlie Kirk a little bit from the
he kind of did, yeah,
from a different timeline.
Well, there's a lot of that guy out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, the story's like too convoluted and too long and just too much weird shit from my childhood, adolescence to get into it. But the one time there was a person who, I'll just say, I didn't want to talk to this person. I didn't want to see them or know who I was. I had not seen this person in like 5 years, and I ran into them at this place once. And she said to me, "Yeah, you look really familiar." And because I did not want to talk to her at all, just her presence really freaked me the f*** out. I went, "No, I'm just one of those guys that looks like a lot of people." Which is not true at all. That is stupid. But this person was pretty dumb, so she was like, yeah, you know what, I think that's right. And it worked. Charlie really was one of those guys who looked like a lot of people.
Except for his freakishly tiny face.
A lot of people have that. But
yeah.
Even most people don't. Like, I have met approximately 800,000 people who look exactly like Tyler Robinson and Charlie. Like when I went to camp, I went to camp in northern Wisconsin, and like half of them had that same thing.